Ahoy, fans, Autistic Explorer back. Okay, so it's practically cooled off now. I'm gonna pour it in this bowl decidingly. Now, sometimes you gotta really be careful because it can get messy once again. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. All good? Now, this is a really big pot, so washing it in the sink is going to be a little bit of a problem, but that's all right. I'll work at it. The biggest dish kabibble right here. If you notice, I don't have a dishwasher in my kitchen, so I come to do it by hand, and that's okay. Let me move this out of the way here. That's a rolling pin, by the way. Put this away. This belongs in here. Put this away. And one of the things you might want to do also is all this stuff I used, I'm going to wash it, put it in this rack. Since, I don't have a dishwasher. The little cutting board I got, wash it. Make sure you use soap and water, because water all by itself doesn't always help. And then rinse it. And always make sure you wash out all your tools that you used, because when you leave that there overnight, it gets contaminated. You don't want that. Put it in this rack to dry. This thing. And you notice I got soap on this already, so, well, here. Wash it, rinse it out under the water. Now, if you notice, there's grooves. Try to make sure you go in between the grooves. You know what I'm saying? Go a little at a time. Try to get in between there so that the whole thing is cleaned. And wash it out again. Make sure you check it. Alright, all good. Wash your knife that you used to cut. Add more soap on your sponge. Now be careful when washing a knife, when you're scrubbing the knife, because of the sharp edge. And go ahead. Clean it. Put it there. Now, if you don't feel like you have enough salt on this, if you don't feel like you have enough soap, you can always add soap to it. Now the pot that I cooked in, it's going to be a little hard to wash, but that's all right. In fact, I'm just going to rinse the whole thing and, like that. Just so that the faucet's not in your way, maybe turn off the water so you can scrub in there a little bit. big stuff like this, when you have water running and the water gets in your way, your wrist hits it, and then the water bounces off and gets all over the place. I've had that happen to me a million times. It's so annoying. Okay, I scrubbed the inside of the pot. Now let's turn the water back on. Try to get that pot cleaned as much as possible. And you know, just to guide the water, because the sink doesn't have like one of those pull-outs where you can... So I use my hand like this. See how the water is going in a different direction? Because I'm controlling it with my hands. Just to get the side, the inner sides. And then, let's do the outside. Let's rinse out the sponge. And pot looks clean, so I'm going to leave it right here to dry on top of this little rack, dish rack, you know. Rinse off the sponge, and that's it. I'll show you what I got here in a minute. You know, as I have everything's right there drying, so it's tough that way when you don't have a dishwasher, which is when I moved into this apartment was very, you know, unexpected, but that's all right. So there's peppered steak. There it is. Let's put it on a plate. I like to use one of these. Let me see if I can... There we go. Use one of these to scoop it out. So far looks good. Now, some of you don't like to do this, but I do. I like to mix it in with soy sauce. I like the teriyaki sauce because it tastes better, but I like the other kind too. In fact, I'm gonna mix mine with, yeah, I'm gonna put some of it in there too. And then stir it until it all mixes in. And there it is. My peppered steak. Well, I'm gonna have some tastes awesome. I say you all should learn this. You know? You should learn this stuff. I submit that especially people with disabilities, you know, you should all learn this stuff because it can be hard to go to school for this stuff. So, you know, you can always YouTube it. You can always look up the directions, or you can try to self-teach yourself this stuff, or find connections to learn it for free from somebody, you know? Like, I can teach you it, but you know, but some of that stuff can be, some stuff we cook can be hard to keep up with. Anyway, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat my peppered steak now. I just thought you'd want to learn how it's done. And fans, peace out.